I mean, I guess that works. Hello. Hey. Oh, who was it? Was it I think was it Andy that told me about you. But welcome, Ariama Nunes. Good to have you. Excuse me. Welcome indeed. Do you play Genshin by any chance? Probably, yeah. So then yes, it was Andy.
Blaze over. Incoming. Cut to the chase. Fool, be gone.
It's not divine yet.
Joy. Rest and rebuild. Speed of light.
I can't run. This calculated.
Out of my sight. All hail.
Do you play Genshin by any chance?
Come on, focus.
Well done.
Mirror images.
You need to hurry up.
Hold the line.
This one. An unfortunate fault.
A process of elimination.
Incoming. Born of ice and frost. We're way behind schedule. This is long overdue.
Just wanted to dive into random streams. Oh, fair enough.
Speed of light. Out of my sight. With sword comes shadow. No touching.
Ah, not that guy. Well.
Got lucky that time. Don't blink. Covenant of the Deep. Nowhere to hide. Winter.
Can I move away from this corner so I can actually see what the hell I'm doing?
Flicker.
Access denied.
Right back into the corner.
Blaze over. Rest and rebuild. Incoming.
Drag.
God damn, I hate these. Well, would you look at that?
Allow me.
So today is all about exploring, to be honest. Just keep doing stuff. Finding more primal gems and all that. Probably not gonna jump down there. That doesn't seem like a good idea. In case anybody were wondering. Maybe I should actually give him a better weapon than just a fucking normal one. Cool steel, yeah. Brain cover. What about black saw? That's gonna do. That is gonna do for now.
You're open.
What are you saying, Nicola? If I got the battle pass? No, I don't. Or if I got a battle pass, we all got the wrong one. All got the battle pass.
Let's move out. Hup.
We all got the battle pass, my man. You know? Yeah. I guess. But not from this battle pass, as you can see. Not from this battle pass. Wow. I probably have done this if it's so close to the waypoint. So what I should have said is you had a battle pass. Not really, no. You don't have to say anything about it. It's alright. No, it came from the battle pass. I'm confused. Why does this matter? Nope. Okay. Nope.
Breathtaking.
I'm still confused, nigga. What were you trying to say with it? I don't understand. I don't think he was, no.
Let's move out.
Okay, nigga. Okay, I see how it is. I see how it is.
Speed of light. Hey!
What do you mean? Since she was on banner.
Incoming. Rest and rebuild.
Here you are.
Hey!
No, I don't pull them out of thin air.
No touching.
What do you mean?
Yeah. Incoming. Don't blink.
What the hell do you mean? I pulled it from the game, just like everybody else. No, you're just not here all the time, Nigel. Plus, I don't do all my pulls on stream. Since I also happen sometimes to stream other games. And I do still play Genshin on my own. Well, I don't know. I just happened to win the 50-50 on Kokomi. And so far on Lenny and Jalen banner, it's not looking so good.
Hold the line. Imp got lucky that time.
Scatter.
Don't blink. Access denied. There's nothing wrong with reaping a
How
reward
you?
every now and then.
How? I don't know how you won, Lenny. That's something for you to know, I suppose. How you won them. I guess you just wished. Yeah. At least this weapon is. It's just a placeholder anyway. It is just a placeholder weapon until I get something I actually want to use on him.
We're way behind schedule.
That's an add-on to, you have lost me completely. Try and start from the beginning.
We're way behind schedule.
Unless you really want me to cut it out in paper for you. So how you do it, Nickel, right? You go on something called wishes. You collect primogems, you wish, and then sometimes something happens. Yeah, true. Like, what do you... But it's more like, I'm probably not gonna use the weapon at all, so I don't want to spend resources on it, you know? I don't want to spend my precious resources on something I'm not gonna use. That doesn't take much now, does it?
We're way behind schedule.
Neutral. I don't think it should be a stat, no, but it could be a move or something. But maybe a move. No, I don't want to fight those. Confuse on the phone, but I have 50% to confuse you. It work. Well, first you need to. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Nah. If you think you could do it, go for it, my man. Fucking go for it. Just fucking go for it. You can do it. That was not the one. Was this the one?
Yep.
Nope. Yeah. That is correct, sir. How else can I be of service to you? So I said I want Linnea say add on to the statement. You said to you winning 50-50 and that's all good. Fine. Sure. Nice. Just need to understand you that sometimes harder than I think it should be. Where the fuck is the quest though? Shouldn't it be on this island? Well, doesn't matter. Because I have a question in Mondstadt. Got all that explained? Yeah. Because it really needed to. So now... No. Nickel, random doesn't always equals funny, by the way. Unless the situation presents itself with that option. Which happens sometimes, but not all the time.
Hey, look over there! She's all by herself, right?
Oh, exactly.
Because she's acting as if she's talking and laughing with somebody else. What? You mean you used to act like that too? So is this an invisible imaginary... Oh, you must mean imagined friend, right? Why didn't you... So, this imaginary friend of yours, when does Paimon get to meet that? Seriously? So, imaginary friends just disappear when you grow up? Oh, Paimon was looking forward to... No way! You guys are... Because they have this game in Liyue. Have you heard of it? It's a 4-player game, but it seems you guys could play it with just the 2...
Oh, Traveler. Fancy meeting you here.
Tone-deaf bard. What are you doing here?
I'm here because Lisa has been making some exciting new contraptions.
Why does the thought of Lisa's contraptions make Paimon so nervous?
Come now, that's no way to speak about the elegant Miss Lisa. For this particular contraption, Lisa had to import some dangerous materials from Sumeru.
Dangerous?
That's right. Looks like a monocle, but actually it's called an Ernama detector. Sadly, Lisa isn't able to use it herself, so I'm borrowing it for a while.
Huh? Why can't Lisa use it?
Perhaps it's because she lacks a certain childlike sense of wonder. Or maybe there's
Why
some
does
other reason
Vinci
for
have a
it.
vision?
If you want to know for sure, just ask her yourself sometime.
So...
I didn't
you
think the
can
gods
see
need
that?
visions.
Go on, tell us. What does his imaginary friend look like?
That would be telling. Anyway, it's all yours now, Traveler. Take a look. See if you can see Nora's imaginary friend.
Do you see him? Do you see him?
So it does work for you two.
Paimon wants to see? Wait, but this gizmo isn't in Paimon's... All right, then. You'll just have to be Paimon's eyes on the ground.
Should you be tapped in? Nope.
Flora from the flower shop always seems kinda floaty-headed. You know, Paimon bets she has an imaginary friend.
That could be, yeah.
There it is! Behold, a floaty imaginary friend for
Wanna
floaty-headed
give a
Flora!
vision to- yeah.
A bloaty floaty!
Wait, imaginary friends can be plants now?
Hi, Traveler. Hi, Bard. Sure, how can I help? Oh, you mean Mr. Floaty? Most people can't see him. Mr. Floaty is my bestest friend.
No fair.
Flora, why exactly are you friends with a bloaty floaty?
What's wrong with it? I always wanted to be friends with a plant who could fly.
Friends with a flying plant?
Because then when it's windy, you and your friend can fly off into the sky together.
Hey,
You gotta
Sora!
admit, that's pretty cool.
I don't know if I used to be a human-sized dragon.
Isn't that called
Yeah,
being
I never
blown
had
away?
one.
That's what some people like to call it. I only found out this plant existed from an explorer who told me stories of his adventures. I think his name was Stanley. Stanley's an adventure, and you can tell he's an expert at it from the stories he tells. The amazing adventures of Stanley are super famous, and he's in the city at the moment. You should go.
That sounds like a fun idea for next time. But right now we have other things to attend to.
Flora's, pretty mysterious. mysterious kid.
Which
How
child
rude.
shall we interrogate next?
Paimon's thinking. Oh!
God damn, he has a ruined god.
No way!
Well, that is unexpected.
Timmy's imaginary friend is a ruin guard? Paimon's freaking out right now.
What say you we postpone?
Huh? Paimon has a
Imaginary
favorite line?
friend, yeah.
Serious? How about we explore the area ahead of us later? Children are more open-minded. Is that why they can think up all kinds of imaginary friends?
No, I don't.
Fitting,
Why would I
isn't
know
it?
that?
That the City of Freedom should be home to children with such boundless powers of imagination.
What about adults' imaginations? Let's ask some adults at the tavern.
Enter tavern. Maybe not. So Diluc and Kaya on the same
The thing
table.
about wine is, you have to drink it at the tavern, or you miss out on half the fun.
Seems to me you'd find some way of keeping yourself amused even if you drank alone.
If I didn't know any better, I would say you're being deliberately uncivil.
Well then let me enlighten you. Floor is
Just
really going to
drink
be in.
responsibly on my premises, okay?
Okay.
Oh, and if I did have one too many, what then? You'd throw me out along with the trash, is that it?
Throw you out?
You know, the same way you threw out Father's legacy. You sold off his mansion, or maybe you've forgotten.
I see no reason to cling to things that have outlived their purpose.
Is that so? Then I trust you were most swift indeed to part with a certain vase.
Sorry, I have no recollection.
That's odd. Master Diluc, I'm sure I saw such a vase in your home. A beautiful one, unmistakable in fact.
Nope, nothing.
Seems our suspicions were right. Grown-ups don't appear to have imaginary friends.
Was a child, but keep the adult crystal.
Like I said, a lack of childlike wonder.
So people just stop dreaming when they grow up?
This raises an interesting question. At what age exactly do people's imaginary friends disappear? Let's go and check. How about Ellen? Someone of her age surely must have some imagination left, don't you think?
Uh-oh. Somehow, Paimon finds the idea of not being able to see Ellen's imaginary friend kinda scary.
But I failed to see how it's a dark secret. I thought she was like a murderer or something. And she used the dead people as nutrients for her plants to grow.
Jean? What is Jean doing here? Is Master Jean Ellen's imaginary friend? So she's so determined to become a knight that she... Okay, then...
Oh, hello. What are you guys doing?
Are you always training here?
You bet. Today, I heard Stanley talking about his adventures. It was incredible. It got me really pumped up. I hope I can be as outstanding as him one day.
You can't.
So that you can fight shoulder to shoulder with Master Jean?
I mean, obviously I want to become a knight. And if I got to go on an adventure with Jean herself, well, even better.
Seems
Hey,
Ellen
welcome,
really
Sheila.
looks up to Jean.
Huh. thanks. I was thinking, it's not every day I get to hang out with the honorary knight. Would you join me for some sword training?
Are you sure that's a good idea?
How can I smash all these training dummies at once? To the tape. So that's how to do it. I'm impressed.
Well,
Oh, thank you.
that's
So
how you do it.
modest. I, for one, think you're quite the pro at this already.
Well, I'm exhausted from training.
Ellen, she's our girl. If she can't do it...
Thanks. Shoot, I got so caught up here I forgot there's something I was supposed to do today. Ugh, but I'm so sore from honorary knight. Could you deliver a message to Jack for me? He's a friend of mine. Recently started as an adventurer. We were gonna meet up tonight and discuss adventure plans. Could you let him know it'll have to be another day? If I'm not mistaken, you should find him at the Temple of the Lion. He's adventuring with Stanley today. Stanley's a truly legendary adventurer, renowned in all of Mondstadt. He once set foot in the Mare Javari. Great. Thank
Imagine what. Sure thing. The great adventurer Stanley. I need fire and anime.
I won't hold you back. Much.
Just what will we come across this time?
There we go.
The Temple of the Lion? We explored this
Ooh.
place once before, didn't we? During the Storm Terror incident. Seems like it's now a hot spot for adventurers. That can only mean one thing. Looks like we can't go any further. We didn't bag all the loot last time!
Not to worry. Allow me. Those who wander in the dust, the wind shall send soaring sky high.
You have heard about Robin Hood, yeah? Can you show yourself out, Diggle, or should I?
Adventure time.
What? You know what you said.
Yahoo! Everybody stand! Prepare to be blown away! Speed of light!
You're a caddy if you have a dog in the color. No. While you shower your water outside roof.
Incoming!
I don't even know what to say to that. Depends on what kind of dog it is, and if they grew up together.
Are those guys?
With swords from shadow. Let's light it up! Huh. Teamwork is dreamwork! Yeah! Time for takeoff. Adventure time!
Quick math.
I was so sure I was about to die.
Well, my cat is
To be
14.
fair, that could have gone. So, you must be Jack the Adventurer, I assume?
Yes. Who are you?
Actually, we came looking for you.
Ellen has a message for you. She said she won't be able to join you today to plan out your next adventure together. She'll join you some other time.
Oh, I see. I feel bad you had to come all this way to find me, and then had to rescue.
Huh? I don't see what all the fuss is about. It was nothing that I, Stanley, couldn't have dealt with by myself.
Whoa! You're Stanley? You're that legendary adventurer? Renowned in all of Mondstadt?
The very same.
I must say, it's an honor to meet one as legendary as yourself. Well then, how would everyone like to proceed? Head back or head further inside?
Well, I think you're now in the safe hands of Stanley. The great, in which case, why head back now?
Okay, motion passed by unanimous consent. Let's head
Get
further in.
So, I'm guessing you mostly came here because you want to hear my adventure stories. Am I right?
Nope.
No, we really were just looking for Jack.
What? Do you know who I am? I am Stanley, renowned adventurer of Mondstadt.
Yeah, I think we got that.
Your attitude says maybe you don't got that. I am Stanley, the living legend. Stanley who braved the Magivari.
Enough already! Ugh. Stop name-dropping yourself every time you open your mouth!
It's true, though. Stanley is the most amazing guy.
Well, Jack will listen, won't you? Where was I?
You and your partner reached the Merjavari, a famously
Yeah,
terrifying
so-
place with not a wisp of
Safe
wind.
zone. Yeah.
Precisely. There was a deathly silence in the air. A sea of ashes stretched out before us, as far as the eye could see. The Merjavari. Suddenly, my partner was caught in a whirlpool whipped up by an evil beast. Luckily, I managed to grab hold of him just in time.
Wow. So, did he make it?
Sadly, in the end, I alone was able to set foot on home ground once more, with a gentle breeze carried away the tears welling up in my eyes.
Poor guy. How could that happen?
Easy. Cool. Yeah.
Traveler, I believe I've made a small discovery. Could I ask you to use the Nernama detector once more?
Yes. No. Course, Jack.
What? Stanley has an imaginary friend?
Oh,
It seems his
could also be.
imaginary friend is a seasoned warrior, covered in scars from head to foot, and a look of staunch determination on his face. You're saying his imaginary friend is an idealized version of his own self?
Yep.
Interesting idea.
Cool attack.
But is
We'll
it
try.
true?
Please excuse me. I'll be leaving now.
Bye, Stanley. Do you two still have time to spare?
What is it?
A few days ago, Stanley got drunk and told me a secret. Something he's never told anyone before. The weapons he took on his adventure all those years ago. They were none other than those once wielded by Mondstadt's greatest
Hey,
hero,
Kim, welcome.
Vanessa herself. The sword of brilliant valor
Yeah,
and the
exactly.
shield of magnificent honor. I don't know whether you believe me, but apparently, both the sword and shield are still right here in Mondstadt, over in Dadaupa Gorge. Since you guys are the experts at this, can you come with me to try and retrieve these two legendary... You bet! This is Stanley we're talking about. If I can just get a hold of something impressive enough to show my family what I'm capable of, maybe they'll finally come around to the idea of me being an adventurer.
Mine? Mine?
Right now, I'm just a rookie. My abilities are limited, and my parents don't support my goals one bit.
Can the imaginary friends fight? I don't think they can.
So, what do you say? Help a guy out?
I needed some time for myself, Kim.
I
I
can't
thought
bring
about
myself
it,
to tell
but
Stanley about it because my reasons are so
then other
selfish.
things happened, and one
But
thing led to
I
another.
swear
and
I'll
then
give the weapons back
it
to
just
him
got
as
too
soon as I'm
late.
done.
Aw,
And what do you mean by this today the stream? I have work today, as I always do.
Venti, you coming too?
I don't know.
Oh, one other thing. I have a bottle of rare vintage wine that I had someone fetch for me a couple years ago. Help me find these weapons, and it's all yours.
Dadaupa Gorge, was it? Let's hurry. There's no time to lose.
Yeah, because you didn't say anything on Discord. Yeah. Yeah, it was like, again, everything just happened in like a certain way that I just didn't think about it that much.
Body, healthy.
Oh no, vintage is back. What do you mean vintage is back? What about Fontaine Archon quest? Yeah.
All hail. Speed of light.
It's classic.
With sword and shadow. Incoming.
Nico, let's keep the spoilers to a minimum for those who haven't done it yet.
Time.
So let's wait a little bit before we really talk about it yet.
Speed of light. Nowhere to hide. Hey, that bunch of hilly churls. Are they holding some kind of ceremony?
They're holding a
And what's with that pile of knickknacks? Are they worshipping them?
Seems so. That must be the Sword of Brilliant Valor, surely.
water, yes.
Don't blink! Cut to the chase!
Access denied. This is long
Pretty
overdue.
good.
Incoming! Speed of light!
And again, with that, goddammit. Sword of Brilliant Valor.
Lo and behold, the Sword of Brilliant Valor.
Are you sure? Looks kinda basic to Paimon, and a little worse for wear, too. Why would hilly trolls be bowing down before a piece of junk like this?
Seems somebody tossed an old sword into a pile of spoils these hilly trolls were already celebrating.
This is in terrible shape, and it's so basic, I'm at a loss for words.
Say, Jack, have you ever seen an Anemo crystal fly? They're found in the open country around Mondstadt City. If you saw one in broad daylight, you wouldn't bat an eyelid. But in the pitch blackness of night, its brilliant glow is mesmerizing. It truly resembles an exquisite crystal dancing in the night air. Is valor not the same? When everything is going your way, it seems meaningless, fades into the background. But when you're in dire straits, valor is the thing that gets you fired up and fighting back. It's the brilliant ray of light that guides you out from the darkness.
You're right. You're right. Then this has to be it. This is the Sword of Brilliant Valor.
So, So, we got our sword. Now we just need that shield. Let's scout around.
Stanley's
It's
right there.
definitely in Dadaupa Gorge, so... huh?
There's somebody there.
Stanley? What's he doing here?
He's acting so weak.
What happened?
That's
Why did you
because he's-
stop all of a
That's
sudden?
because he's a fraud.
Huh?
Just like in
Oh,
Harry Potter.
It's nothing. Just one of those Mora spouting weasel thieves passed by.
What? Where? I want.
Maybe another time. We have a shield to find, remember?
Yeah. Remember. More hilly trolls to slay.
Incoming.
No, he's oblivious. I think we're all doing good, at least for myself, doing pretty good. That shield? Nah.
Lo and behold, the shield of magnificent honor.
Yeah, here, deaf and blind to the max.
Liar, liar, pants on fire. It's a chunk of wood. A chunk of scrap wood with the handle attached. Who in their right mind would use...
There's also wine stains on it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this was just taken from a wine barrel.
And yet, my bard's intuition tells me that this is none other than the shield of magnificent honor. Warriors wear their battle scars with pride, and shields are no different. Surely an intact shield is one that has shied away from the battlefield. Is not the broken and splintered shield the one that has fought in countless wars and lived to tell the tale? Though the soldier's body be tired and torn, still they fight till the very end, till they have no blood left to bleed.
Then she has a plan.
Magnificent strength of will. Is that not the true meaning of honor?
You do have a point. Shiny new shields don't stay new and shiny for long. Okay then. Well, maybe if we ask nicely, he'll just let us take the Shield of Magnificent Honor for free. Ahem. Excuse me, Mr. Hilly Churl?
Lala?
Well, okay. You take it from here. Hope you've picked up some Hilly Churlium by now. If
Mosimita.
seems cheerful enough, maybe negotiating will work after all.
Bien.
God damn it.
Uh-oh. He did not seem to appreciate that.
Bien.
Ah, damn it.
Uh-oh. Oh no.
Had to try.
Nowhere to hide.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Bien done. Mania.
Hey! He dropped the Shield of Magnificent Honor and ran!
Guys, thank you so much. I can't believe I actually found them. Mom, Dad, check out the legendary weapons I found.
Yeah, you haven't.
Hey, wait!
He's trying to trick Stanley for sure.
The wine, you promised! And I actually helped a lot this time. What are you doing here, Stanley? Out for a stroll?
Hey, what are you doing here, Bard? Fancy that, huh? You, out for a stroll too?
Oh, that's right. An after-dinner stroll, to be precise. We were also helping a friend look for something.
Why does Paimon sound so tired? Her voice acting comparison to now and sooner on Fontaine. I don't know.
Paimon's starting to think Stanley might be a fraud. Did Stanley plant the sword and shield here in advance so as to not hurt Jack's feelings?
No.
Adventurers must be pretty familiar with Dadaupa Gorge. You fought battles here before, after all.
You better believe it. I can navigate this whole area with my eyes closed.
Wow. Then I admire your perseverance. And your memory, too.
Yeah.
It's only to be expected of a great adventurer like me. You guys had better watch out, though. This place is crawling with hilichurros. I'll get back to my, stroll now. Goodbye.
Why does he also sound
Guilty
American?
conscience much?
Well, he shouldn't have gotten so carried away bragging to Jack, should he? Although, on further reflection, I must say I'm intrigued. Someone who can't let go of the past and gives up on the present instead. I wonder, if such a person was forced to take their first step towards the future, which way would they go?
What are you talking about?
I'm just musing to myself. Anyway, I propose we take a trip to Angel's Share tonight.
What? I honestly don't know Kemp's. I keep forgetting. I haven't noticed if they sound more tired or not, to be honest. Here compared to Meru and no.
Benny's adventure team, assemble!
I do not agree with that. I mean, much more annoying. As it's always sounded annoying, Kim. That might be the case.
Tell me, Stan. Tell me, what should I do?
Huh? Why does he keep repeating?
Surely not. Even I've never heard tell of a second Stanley.
Oh, Stanley. It should have been me. I should have been the one to die in the Melchivari that day. Why won't your spirit come and stop me from using your name? Why, Stanley? Why?
Oh, so
If only you hadn't had to save a rookie like me, you would have never died in that windless corner of the world. You were a renowned adventurer, destined to become a legend one day. But now, that'll never happen because your life was cut short. And all because of a worthless tag-along.
Does anyone get what's going on here?
I think our friend really did make it to the Mare Javari. And I think the tragedy he encountered there was real too. But the real adventurer, the real Stanley, that was his partner, not him. The real Stanley is the one who died to save our Stanley.
Wait, so the only reason our Stanley is called Stanley in the first place is because he stole the other Stanley's name?
I fear that may be the case.
Stanley, for so many years I've lived in fear. Fear that Mondstadt will forget all about you. So I tell your adventure stories at every opportunity. Mondstadt must remember. Stanley reached the center of the Mare Javari. He's the greatest adventurer there ever was, and he lives on. Stanley will never die, because I am Stanley. I am Stanley. I'm sorry, Stanley. I'm getting too old. Now, are you guys planning on eavesdropping much longer?
Nope.
Yikes! We're busted!
Stanley!
Go away. Save your questions. And just leave me in peace.
But...
Leave now. Don't make me tell you again.
Honorary Knight, Venti, and Paimon. I'm so glad you guys are here. I've been looking for you everywhere. I wanted to thank you again for helping me find the sword and shield. My parents are finally supporting me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, really. They even said they're gonna pay for someone to fix up the Sword of Brilliant Valor and Shield of Magnificent Honor for me, so I can take them out on the road.
That's wonderful! So, Jack, is this the part where you bid farewell to Mondstadt and set off on your intrepid trip traversing Tevat?
No, not yet. I still don't have what it takes to go too far from home just yet. Besides, I'm sure Stanley still has a few stories left to tell. They're what inspired me to become an adventurer in the first place. Stanley, Oh, you're drunk again. We'll see you tomorrow then. After your hangover wears off. Maybe you can tell me some more of your stories?
Stanley's really fond of that kid, don't you think?
Maybe he reminds him of himself.
Jack.
Jack left.
Oh, I see. Well, thank you for not telling him about my secret.
Huh? All of a sudden you're facing the facts? That isn't like you.
Just now, I couldn't bear to look at him. His adventurous spirit is so pure, unblemished. Just a weary old feckless fraud. But that kid is a brand new shining star, full of potential. I cannot allow his dreams to be crushed.
You're not a total fraud. Stanley's adventure stories and experiences. They're all true, aren't they?
Stories? Experiences? What's the point of them anymore? To be honest, my memories of adventuring and of Stanley, they're hazy these days. That's my biggest secret of all. And my biggest fear. All these years, I've been living to tell his story. But his personality and the details of his life, I don't remember them clearly anymore. But the one thing I can never forget is that he died in a windless land, where his spirit can never be recovered.
Exactly. Even in his memory, the real Stanley isn't the living, breathing friend he knew at all.
Nope.
Instead, he's become fixed on the image of him as that battle-scarred warrior. And that image has held him captive his entire life.
I'm too old. I never let go. But still, so much has slipped away. I'm completely and utterly worthless. No adventurer should have to go that way. No adventurer ever.
Hans Archibald.
My true name? How did you know? The wind. I can hear the wind blowing in the Mare Javari. I always believed you existed.
Will you hand me your old friend's spirit?
I can't believe it. Thank you all. And thank you, Lord Barbados. I'm sorry. It's gonna take me some time to calm back down. But I think that I'm gonna be okay.
Ah, wonderful! Stanley reconnected with his true self and Jack can finally go his own way. This calls for a celebration. And by celebration, I do, of course, mean libation.
And by libation, you mean you're not leaving this tavern till you're too drunk
Well,
to
it was still
walk,
pretty
right?
good, Kim. I'm not gonna lie already, so...
No, the wine here's too expensive. Jack still owes me some wine, though. He promised me a rare vintage in exchange for helping him out, remember? I'll head off to fetch the wine. See you shortly. Let's meet at the usual place.
Huh? Where's that supposed to be? Why has Paimon never heard of it? Hey, Tone Deaf Bard! Oh, hey!
Well, I know where it is. It's under the tree. Definitely. It's gotta be, right? Or okay, or the statue. That's also fine. There was really only two things it could be. So. But he's doing a shit job at it. I don't think he's trying to hide.
Finally.
Just tell us where you meet next time, okay? We looked everywhere.
No, we didn't. We came straight here.
So, did you at least manage to find your wine?
Yep. Well, sort of. Jack made it out to be a rare collector's edition vintage. When actually it's just a half bottle of regular cider. This takes me back.
You can also sit in his hands. That's you. Nice.
The first time I saw this view, I hadn't even taken on this form yet. It was about 2,600 years ago, before the world had come under the rule of the Seven. At that time, old Mondstadt was ruled by a tyrant who sealed off the city's perimeter with a ferocious hurricane. Even the birds couldn't get in or out.
Old Mondstadt? Oh, Paimon remembers! Nowadays it's known as Storm Terror's lair, right? You mentioned it before!
That's right. The tyrant of the winds who once ruled from that tower was Decarabian, god of storms. Back then, I was but a wisp among the thousand winds. I wasn't a god of anything. I didn't even have a human form. I was just a tiny elemental being who lived in the wind, a gentle breeze bringing subtle changes for the better, or tiny seeds of hope.
A tiny elemental being? Without a human form? Venti, do you mean you used to look different than you do now?
Yep. My current form is not so different from the situation with fake Stanley. I took the form of a friend. In old Mondstadt transpired the story to be told. Where a tyrant ruled, I met a boy not that old. The lyre he played, and for a song he sought. But storm walls blocked blue sky. He was sincerely distraught. I do so wish to see the birds in flight, said he, his strong eyes filling with light. But his voice was lost in the howling wind's churn, for the whirlwind takes and gives not in return. The true sky and songs that cageless soar, were they not wishes worth fighting for? So the boy turned, extending his hand. Let us cast down the tyrant and his walls from this land. The young boy raised then the flag of revolt, and I threw myself into freedom's tumult. Victorious were we who fought to be free. Gods fell, winds whipped, nations shook violently. In the smoke, a despot met his doom. And we watched as his great tower fell none too soon. Mondstadt began anew, the story passed down, and since then never has another worn its crown.
So then what? What happened to your friend?
Come on, Paimon. Yeah. I think it was really cute. I was thinking the same thing. It's so cute.
Say, Paimon, do you wish to hear the next part of the story?
Yes, of course! The suspense is killing, Paimon! Now's the time you suddenly get a craving for apples? Really?
Getting a little peckish or something.
Paimon's had it up to here with you!
Go away, Paimon.
You know, you're so smart it almost makes me uncomfortable sometimes. But then, maybe it's right that true friends can tell what the other is thinking. A refreshing drink, a gentle breeze. Moments like this always take me back to a song that I first heard from him. Fly, fly away. Like a bird in the sky. See the world on my behalf. To the heavens may you fly.
We'll leave Venti for now and come back and sit. I did. What do you mean? I did talk to him. And I read it. I just didn't read it out loud.
Did you hear what happened? It's the academy.
The academia? Ugh, what happened this time?
Yeah. I got that from the story. No worries, no worries.
Off we go!
Well, I do have other story quests. But I don't have the Mona one yet. So should I wait until I have enough to unlock Mona, or? No, I don't think he will, because I think he honors his first and best friend. Maybe even only best friend. It's an honor to him and what he accomplished and what he gave up.
Haven't you heard? There's a strange wanderer near.
So I don't think he would ever. Okay. All right. Yep. Wouldn't it? But wouldn't it be this one then? Wouldn't it be? Would it be that one? Nope. I will. I don't. There is a boat you can take. I just have to remember where it is. There's a guy you can talk to who gets you, who takes you out there. I just need to find him. Yeah, exactly. I think that is you, right? Oop. There you go. God damn it. You can't fool me. Or else you didn't know, I don't know.
Oh? I didn't think I would see you here.
Are these two your friends?
Yes, we had the fortune of meeting not too long ago. They are quite a knowledgeable and talented pair, and a pleasure to be around. Traveler, we were just discussing the history of Rex Lapis. Would you like to listen?
Nickel, I have swum out there like 3 times already, my man. Don't worry about it. And I don't think I actually swim. I think I ice bridged my way
This,
there.
good sir, seems not to appreciate the almighty power of the Lord of Geo. As a professional archaeologist, I'm inclined to correct some of his erroneous
First time you had to
views.
swim. Yeah. Or something like it.
We are discussing the whereabouts of the first Mora.
The first Mora?
As everyone knows, the Lord of Geo taught the ancient people of Liyue the craft of smelting, creating goods that allowed them to develop trade with the early nations of that time. Today, Liyue holds the sole right to cast Mora in the entire continent of Teyvat. The world's very first Mora should have been cast by the hands of the Lord of Geo himself thousands of years ago.
According to my research, as well as my own hypothesis, I believe that this coin of unique historical significance has been passed down secretly through the years as a kind of token. For example, perhaps the Qixing who control the Liyue use it in some kind of unknown ceremony they hold when they come to power.
Oh, no. My research indicates that the first Mora coin is not such a simple thing. Mora is a catalyst. This we all know. Even today, Mora is used in the mystic arts for its curious properties of weapon enhancement. The world's first Mora would no doubt possess the strongest power. My next historical treatise will boldly expound on the newest findings from my intense decade-long research. That is, that the Lord of Geo used this original Mora as a catalyst to enhance a dagger and a sword.
A dagger and a sword?
Well, buy the book when it comes out to read the full story. For now, I will only reveal this. The one who finds the dagger shall become supreme in Liyue, and the one who finds the sword may be crowned Liyue's sovereign.
I can't say I agree. Let us not speak of the authenticity of the dagger and sword first. But Mora and money came about simply because they are a convenient measure of a contract's value. Rex Lapis just meant for Mora to serve as a catalyst for people to exchange and trade. The world's first Mora is probably just an ordinary coin created by Rex Lapis. As for its fate, the same as all Mora, I suspect. It was simply spent somewhere.
I think that Mr. Hanshua's hypothesis seems reasonable. Mr. Zhongli's argument, on the other hand, lacks any evidence. How can you so easily dismiss the Lord of Geo's profound foresight?
No, I am not debating right or wrong. I am simply stating a fact.
Enough! Do you think you understand the Lord of Geo more than me?
I know but little about history, and I wouldn't dare to brag. But discussion is meaningless if everyone has the same opinion, no?
Well then, answer me this. Long ago, when Liyue Harbor was being constructed, the Lord of Geo taught the people how to build houses. The model home he used to teach them was completely cast from Mora, correct?
That is correct, indeed.
Okay, then tell me. Why would the Lord of Geo do something so extravagant if not because of the mystical power that Mora contains?
There's a simple explanation, really. To the god of wealth and commerce, what material is easier to get than Mora? I mean, I am talking about Rex Lapis.
Excuse me, sir. I have some questions about archaeology. Can we find somewhere quiet to chat? I mean, if it's okay with you.
Oh, it's no problem at all. But may my friend accompany us? Perhaps they could be of some help.
Of course. They can come if that's what pleases you, sir. Let's go. What I'm about to say is a bit disrespectful of the Lord of Geo and would draw a lot of angry looks. So it's best to discuss this somewhere quiet. Your argument just now exhibited acuteness of speech and thought. Most importantly, you don't fall for the boasting and acting of the others. You remain objective. So I have a question for you. Perhaps you will answer differently from other scholars. Do you think that all the gods that the Geo Archon killed were evil?
Let's not analyze it in terms of good versus evil. Rex Lapis placed great importance on the integrity of contracts. So any gods he killed certainly must have broken some kind of contract.
Right! The Lord of Geo wouldn't kill the innocent.
But when I was doing some research, I learned about the legend of the god of salt. The god of salt, Havria, was a very kind god. But she encountered Morax one day in battle. Morax used a rather underhanded trick to assassinate her.
What? No way!
This bit of history is a long story. But you may not like the truth when you hear it.
Don't worry, please tell me what you know. This event, I've already searched for answers for a long time.
No, it's just... Where should I begin?
Over here, Mr. Zhongli. I've been looking for you. So you're over here all this time.
Put down your weapon and
We're
stay
gonna
back.
stand next to the Geo,
Otherwise,
the god of Geo, and you don't know about it. Yeah.
Paimon's reporting you to the Millilith.
First of all, I'm not holding a weapon. There's no need to overreact now. I'm simply an archaeological researcher from Snezhnaya. I'm not here for trouble.
The Fatui say that every time.
But this time, I registered with the Liyue Ministry of Civil Affairs. I could show you the official documentation if you want to see it. I will be conducting an archaeological survey here, the results of which will all be shared with the ministry. I heard that Wangsheng Funeral Parlor had a consultant named Zhang Li, with immense knowledge of ancient history and archaeology. So I paid Wangsheng Funeral Parlor a handsome amount to hire Zhang Li as my own consultant while I'm in town.
So you mean to say that this is work for the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor, yes? Well, since it's work, I don't have a choice.
Peanut brain.
A consultant of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor must respect their duty.
Of course you would be such a reasonable man. Well then, let's head out now, shall we?
Wait, if you are studying archaeology, can I go too? I am also a scholar in this field, so I can help.
That will give us a chance to continue the topic we were just discussing. Oh, and you should tag along too. This experience may be of help to you on your future adventures. It is a story from before the rise of the Seven. Although the god of salt has already perished, it will still be a meaningful experience for your journey.
Wait. This is an archaeological expedition, not a tour group. That's too many people.
But this friend of mine has a treasure-finding talent, surpassed by no one. It will surely be of great help to us.
Oh? What talent?
If my friend espies a treasure chest, they will absolutely find a way to open it.
Hey, Paimon's good at that too.
Well, that is quite enticing. All right then. Well, let's go. There's no time to waste. When the Overlord of the Vortex was crushed by the Jade Chamber recently, perhaps something of interest was washed ashore. An ancient artifact would be good. Traces of ancient activity would be great. But a piece of the god's limb would be even better. Who knows what surprises we may find.
To the Stone Forest. One of them.
This place looks so ordinary. Can we really find anything valuable here?
Huh? Paimon thinks it looks really grand.
I don't mean the scenery, but rather that there should be something out of the ordinary. A big battle did just occur and all, and I don't even know where to begin looking here.
Guyan Stone Forest is actually the perfect place to be, if you wish to learn about the gods or the history of the Archon War. Legend has it that Rex Lapis threw spears made of large rock into the sea here, piercing and crushing the Overlord of the Vortex. After many years of wind erosion, those stone spears have turned into the unique rock formations we see now.
These mountains were the Lord of Geo's weapons?
What we see now is just the part of them that remains. The stone spears hurled by Rex Lapis all those years ago were much greater, both in number and in size. But due to the different angles they landed at, their large centers of mass, erosion by seawater, and years of gravity, many of them have been completely swallowed by the sea. So besides wind erosion, the initial collapsing of the stone spears also played a big part in the formation of Guyan Stone Fort.
Well, a god able to fight one so powerful as Rex Lapis was certainly very strong in its own right.
Indeed. This is where the value lies in research at Guyan Stone Forest. Most of the objects from that time were lost to the sea. But the gigantic waves created by the Overlord of the Vortex have given those sunken objects a chance to see the light of day again.
So you're saying that if we look carefully, we'll be able to get very, very rich. I mean, rich with archaeological knowledge and historical value, yes? That's all I seek in life. Well, since we brought so many people, I think it would be best to split up and look.
Okay then. I will go with my friend here. Although I have a smattering of knowledge in various disciplines, when it comes to archaeology, I can't compete with the expert here.
Huh? Me?
What's the matter? This is your profession. Why are you so surprised?
I get it. I'll escort him then.
Okay. If we find anything valuable or rare, let's meet on the shore opposite from here. The ancient god probably left behind lots of elemental marks. Following them should make our search much easier.
Well, go ahead then. Use your elemental sight to look for any marks.
Be gone!
Boom.
Speed of light! Yeah, I'm going in! Cut to the chase! Wind blades!
How dare you not die?
Why are there enemies here?
You string
Guyan
gun.
Stone Forest is a place where a god was defeated, and its remnants still affect the area to this day.
Prepare to be blown away!
Glaze over.
Adventure time! Get out of here! With sword comes shadow. Teamwork is dreamwork! Get out of here! Out of the way! Don't blink! Wind blades!
Recruit back. Okay, it actually does what we over here. Captain's going for a swim.
They're gathering together here. But why?
See that object in the center? Perhaps it emits the remnant strength of the god. That would certainly attract them. But the hydromimic monsters... I have a contract and must put my personal feelings aside. Go ahead. Defeat them and recover the relic.
This is long overdue.
Don't blink! Nowhere to hide.
It's just a stone slab, but its design is quite unique. This should be enough to garner some information. Let's head back.
Why, hello!
You call yourself a scholar of archaeology? You can't even recognize this or that. What are you good for?
We all have our areas of expertise. I already tried very hard to explain.
Oh, stop arguing! What in the world happened?
This girl just keeps bragging about how she's an archaeologist, but she doesn't even know anything about the surrounding ruins. I even know more than her. She left me to rely solely on guessing, experience, to find anything valuable to take back. Ugh, what a waste of time.
I've just been researching the god of salt, so I'm not familiar with sea relics. Is that so strange? And you kept asking about how much Mora everything is worth. Can the value of relics only be measured in Mora?
Isn't measuring their value in Mora the easiest way? This also matches the traditions of Liyue, does it not?
Now, calm down. No need to make a fuss. We were able to bring back some intriguing objects. Let's have a look. Oh, what a shame. These objects were indeed washed ashore by the Overlord of the Vortex, but they have nothing to do with the god besides being in the vicinity at the time. The stone slab we found, however, has a mysterious pattern and faint aura of divine power. Perhaps it will be useful for research purposes.
Quick, give it to me. At least we didn't come for nothing. The power of the gods, yes! This is good. Oh, but these other objects are certainly worth a little something, right? It should be enough to cover the cost of hiring you. It's all mine.
So, it's only valuable for research if there are remnants of divine power on it?
Not at all. My quest to uncover the history of the god of salt is because history can tell us about culture and beliefs. But you're just trying to use archaeology to get rich.
Nonsense! I'm a professional archaeology researcher from Snezhnaya. I swear, if I'm lying, may the Lord of Geo strike me down.
Oh, by the way, you probably don't want to sell that teacup.
Oh? Why's that?
That's not an ancient teacup. It's part of Ningguang's collection. It must have fallen here along with the chamber. So unless you want to mess with the Qixing...
I see. What a shame. It was of such high quality, too.
See? You do want to sell these objects!
But, so what? Why can't I pursue wealth both intellectual and material? Don't be so simple-minded. All right, then. No need to stay here any longer. I'm rather quite intrigued by the God of Salt, too, actually. Let's go to Saltarai next.
Little. Yeah, sorry, I'm a little late doing stuff. I am covered in mosquito bites. I've never noticed there being salt and everything out here. Maybe I just haven't been out here that much. It could actually be the case since that is also a treasure chest I haven't done. Let's see if I can
ready.
Hey, get him!
Oh, I didn't land. Fuck's sake.
Go, go, Baron Bunny!
Oh, missed again.
Hey, get him!
Yeah. Fuck's sake. You can't put. Okay, well.
I'll race you there!
Uh,
Wow, these will come in handy. I won't hold you back.
one more here.
Off we go.
Yeah.
Incoming. Windblade. Prepare to be blown away. Yes, don't blink. For Rex Lapis. To the chase. Speed of light. Hey!
Oh, there's actually also something
as far
out
as
here.
treasure is concerned.
Let me just let me just do that as well. This Mia, she's very strong. Because I don't have the materials. Because the fucking pyro hypostasis is so fucking annoying to try and beat. It's so hard to kill. So that's why.
Yeah, right.
We're way behind schedule. Perhaps whoever left these behind was also fulfilling a contract.
Okay, maybe
All hail!
when I have done my team, then yes, I will. I would love to. But I need to focus on making my. Yeah, exactly. But I need to focus on my main team and my secondary team before I start using too many resources on anything else. If that makes sense. So I need to have my main team done. At least on that, and then my second team also. Well, it's not. I do want to. Also, did also want to do it today, but I still need to focus my resources on building my main and secondary team first before using time on everyone else. You know. Trying to be a little bit efficient with my resources.
I heard that Salterai was once the home of the god of Salt's people. Therefore, there's sure to be loads of valuable relics nearby.
According to legend, the people of the god of Salt, Havria, enjoyed prosperous lives under her protection. But this legend has been around for ages. With the countless scrap collectors and treasure hoarders in the area, there probably aren't many valuable things left here.
Oh,
That's just great.
Yeah, exactly
If
so.
I knew it was picked this clean before, I wouldn't have come.
About that, I know there's a ruin deep in this cave here. It's related to the god of salt, which is actually how the area originally got its name of Sal Tarai. However, the ruin entrance has been sealed by a mysterious power. Nobody has been able to break the seal. I found a mechanism that seemed to be related to the seal, but when I undid the mechanism, the seal wasn't affected at all. So at the moment, the seal's origin and how to break it are very important topics in my research on the god of salt. I don't know, there's no concrete evidence, but I'm pretty sure the seal is meant to hide some kind of long-forgotten truth. The god of salt was a benevolent god, adored by the people, not to mention powerful. She wouldn't have any kind of shameful secrets to hide. So, the one who wants to hide some truth is very possibly her killer, Morax.
This doesn't sound like something the Lord of Geo would do, though.
Who cares about all that? It sounds like countless treasures of the god of salt lie within this ruin, just waiting for someone to find them, right?
You weren't listening at all, were you? Ugh. Even if there's a mountain of treasures inside, nobody can get in if the seal isn't broken.
Ah, but we have the illustrious Mr. Zhongli with us. He looks like he knows just about everything. A little seal shouldn't be any trouble for him.
This seal seems to be quite ancient. Even Mr. Zhongli may not know all of its secrets.
I may know something about it.
What?
Over the years, I've heard various rumors with bits of knowledge about seals. Although their references seem rather disorderly, they do in fact contain the secret to breaking seals. Let's go take a look at the mechanism Miss Wanyan just mentioned.
Okay, since Mr. Zhongli says so, follow me then.
But I also don't know if I'm gonna use Joy Mia on my secondary team though.
Here it is. There's
But
some
I don't
debris scattered here that,
think
when
so.
put together, look like they definitely had to do with the god of salt. According to the inscription on the side, if one looks from a certain angle, the secret to the mechanism will be revealed. See that? Although we activated the mechanism, nothing happened to the seal.
That's because there's actually another mechanism that must be activated.
Another?
Let me lead the way from here.
This place seems familiar. Huh, I remember. I think there's some elemental monuments here. So you're saying they're related to all this? When I investigated the seal last time, I had someone with a vision accompany me. But when we lit up all the elemental monuments, nothing happened.
That's because you don't just need to activate them at the same time, but in a certain order as well.
Yeah.
Otherwise, the seal will not be broken. The secret to this puzzle is hidden in the legends about the Archon War. Tianheng in the south, Yaoguang in the east, Jueyun in the west, Qingce in the north. All desolate and devoid of life. Liyue is vast, yet even one haven is hard to find.
To the north, to the east. Do the people of Liyue always talk in riddles?
I think I've heard this saying before.
Certainly you have. And the contents of this saying are also related to the god of salt, to provide a haven for her people, whose lives had been ravaged by the Archon War. This benevolent god searched all across Liyue. At that time, with the chaotic fires of war engulfing the land, even one sliver of peace was a luxury, and that haven she eventually found is right here. Today, it is known as Sal Tarai.
How sad then. In the end, this peaceful place was destroyed by Morax.
Okay, enough with these ancient stories. Now that we have the clue, hurry up and break the seal. Whatever happened doesn't matter as long as we can get inside that ruin.
Tianheng in the south, Yaoguang in the east, Jueyun in the west, Qingce in the north. With this clue, you should be able to solve the puzzle.
Okay, okay. So at first I need to find them all. Actually,
Even better than I imagined. It's my lucky day. Off we go.
so we go south, east, west, north, right? So is this one the most
Adventure time.
southern there is? No, that would be one of those over here. That would be this one, right? No, it won't. West. Okay, south. So this one is south. So that one's gotta be the first one.
Don't blink. Hey. Ha.
Well, not this one.
Incoming.
Yep.
Look! The seal really was broken! Mr. Zhongli is indeed quite remarkable.
It was nothing, really. Now, it's time that people learn the hidden truth lost to time. Before entering the ruin, I have a proposal that will help us prevent the kind of senseless arguing between you two that we saw at Guyenstone Forest.
Okay. What is it?
I propose you two agree upon a contract, stipulating that we alternate who gets claim to each treasure we encounter, with only one object permitted per claim. To show my sincerity, I won't be taking any treasure. This will just be between you all.
Hey! Don't pass an opportunity like this up so easily!
I don't agree. I mean, you want me to split the treasure with this amateur archaeologist? No, absolutely not.
I don't agree either. He will only defile the precious relics left behind by the god of salt. I can't accept this.
Well then, if the contract is not agreed upon, I will no longer serve as your consultant on this expedition. You will have to rely on your own experience to find whatever treasures are hidden in this ruin, as well as traps.
You have the audacity to demand this. Okay then. Even half of the treasure in the long-sealed ruin of the God of Salt should be enough to make a fortune.
If you want me to agree upon this contract, so be it. I just have one request, Mr. Zhongli. If we discover the truth behind the God of Salt, you must judge it fairly, even if the truth harms Morax's image.
I can accept this arrangement. Well then, let's go.
Okay. How does the others get down here? I wonder. Do I need this?
Everybody stand back! Be gone! Speed of light! Hey! Don't blink!
I can find the other place. I'm gonna need a Geo character.
I will protect you.
Alright, no, I will.
Are these statues?
No. These are people.
Ugh.
They were probably followers of the god of salt.
How did they become this way?
What in the world is hidden deep in this ruin? Incoming!
No, so that's what I need him for.
Look at this! It's filled halfway with salt.
Just looks like a fancy salt holder. Seems like the god of salt was a god lacking in treasure.
According to my knowledge, it's no ordinary vessel. Although it is only half full, it is also forever half full. That is to say, it is bottomless.
What? You're saying that even if I pour the salt out, the amount inside won't change?
Exactly.
Able to produce endless salt. The god of salt is powerful indeed.
You heard you will get his renown too.
Finally.
Okay.
After all that effort, I've found precious treasure. I claim this as mine. I just need to pour the endless salt into 1,000 or 10,000 bags. I can sell it and make a fortune.
Hey, how can you use a relic of the god of salt for such a shallow pursuit?
If Mr. Clement wants this salt chalice, then the next object we find will belong to Miss Wanyan, according to the contract agreed upon.
Of course, as we agreed. But how can anything be worth more than this rare find?
Since we have a contract, it's no use for me to fight with him.
Then let's move on, shall we?
Yep.
Cut to the chase!
Just a simple ruler. It doesn't look to be worth anything.
This, if I remember correctly, this is some kind of measuring tool.
Indeed. But the god of salt imbued it with another power. When you stick this ruler in the ground, the surrounding area will become covered in salt, much like a rising tide covers the earth. The deeper it is stuck in the ground, the more salt will appear. It is essentially a bumper harvest of salt.
What? That's even better than the salt chalice!
Well then, according to our contract, the salt ruler goes to Miss Wanyan.
No, unacceptable. I paid for and organized this entire expedition. Why should I get the short end of the stick? And this girl has been useless! Why would she get anything?
Oh boy, here we go again.
So you are saying you want to break the contract?
So what if I break it? Now that I've seen how the mechanisms in this ruin work, I no longer need you. Let's not forget who hired who here. Why should I let you make the rules?
Because you agreed to a contract. Rex Lapis once said, "Ones who break their contracts shall suffer the wrath of the rock."
That is one of your Liyue gods. I am from Snezhnaya. I
will suffer the wrath of the rock. You may find it rather unpleasant.
I will have order.
As a dutiful maid would.
So soon. Now it's escape.
Windblade! Speed of light! Hey!
Can't run from death.
And this is why you can never trust the Futui.
I shall confiscate your treasure as well. You are not worthy to continue any further into the ruin. Leave this place.
Oh, darn you! Just you wait.
Some archaeological survey. He could yeah! Good thing Paimon can smell a liar from a mile away.
Clement's wrongdoing stemmed from greed, yes. But besides greed, there are many other things that may tempt us to break contracts. When people see the object of their dreams, how many are really able to control their desire and follow the contract?
True.
I think we should be honest with each other now.
Huh? Be honest about what?
That in truth, not a single member of this archaeological expedition came here for archaeology.
No shit, Morax. I didn't even want to come along.
Why do you say that?
Miss, you lack even the most basic archaeological knowledge, and can recognize naught but a few simple relics. However, you are an expert when it comes to anything regarding the god of salt. You aren't interested in archaeology or relics. What you're really interested in is the god of salt. I believe those legends about the god of salt that you mentioned on the Pearl Galley are passed down between generations at Yinyuan Hall.
Okay, that's enough. Sir, you are indeed a man of great knowledge and talents. I seem to have been right to seek you out once I plucked up my courage. You're right. I'm not a scholar of archaeology. I come from one of the 8 trades under the jurisdiction of the Chising, Yinyuan Hall of the salt industry. Our ancestors were those protected by the god of salt all those years ago, when the Archon War engulfed the land in chaos.
Oh, right! Now that you mention it, the people of Liyue very seldom use the name Morax.
During the war, Morax assassinated our god out of envy for her power. He left us alone and lost in the world. We hate him! But this is Morax's Liyue after all. And its history is written as he wishes. So I seek proof of Morax's guilt. He has blood on his hands and cruelty in his heart. We agreed to a contract that we will face the truth head on, didn't we, Mr. Zhongli? You must judge this history fairly.
Naturally, of course. But I must add, Liyue is no longer Morax's Liyue. Come with me. All the answers you seek lie ahead.
I really like Morax. I can't get it from here. No, no.
Leave it all to me.
Quake! Yeah. Crumble! Solidify!
Incoming! Access denied. Speed of light.
Born of ice and frost.
Next on the agenda,
This is long overdue. Incoming. With sword comes shadow.
Gather! This is order.
no touching.
Windblade.
This is a sword? Aha! It's a broken sword! This is proof! This proves that the god of salt had to fight back against the evil Morax. But sadly, she was defeated. The power of this sword surely is much greater than that of the Salt Chalice and Salt Ruler. If we can repair the sword, then we can show the world the mighty power of the god of salt.
It does look like something left behind after being defeated in battle.
2 pieces of a broken sword. From an archaeological perspective, these are 2 separate relics. According to the contract, you can only claim one.
Why? We were alternating claims to treasure, true. But Clement is no longer here.
Yes, but the only one object per claim clause still holds true. You cannot take 2 relics at the same time.
This logic!
Zhongli, she seems like a good person, and no one is fighting over the treasure. How about you let this one slide, huh?
When there's a contract, nothing can be allowed to slide. If the contract is not followed, then it is broken.
No! If I only take 1/2, then it can't be repaired, and the power of the god of salt cannot be restored. No matter what, I must be faithful to her. Even if it breaks the contract, I don't care.
So you are already decided? Then there is a price to pay for breaking the contract.
Zhongli!
That is to say, you consign yourself to suffer the wrath of the rock.
That's okay. The god of salt gave up her life to protect her people. My sacrifice is nothing compared to that. Punish me however you want. Just let me take this proof of my faith.
No, you can't hit her!
Perhaps that punishment would be easier for her. But, as punishment, I will tell you the truth.
Huh? The truth? You mean the truth is my punishment?
Yes. The truth that I am about to tell you shall be your price to pay for breaking the contract. I'm afraid to say that the god of salt, Havria, was not the powerful god you imagine her to be. Rather, she was a small and weak god who yielded to all other gods. When it came to war, she lost, never able to win a seat among the 7.
What?
During the Archon War, the gods of this world used all their strength and cunning to vie for control of Tevat. But Havria instead chose to flee. She thought that by giving up before a fight could start, she could save herself and her people from the war. However, during such a long war, there is no end to the advances of aggressors. After making countless concessions, Havria lost all of her lands, until only one small haven remained.
No! It can't be so.
In her last days, she had not even a single blade to defend her people with.
Not even a single blade? Then, this sword...
This sword is not a relic belonging to the god of salt, but is instead the murder weapon used to kill her.
Murder weapon? No! That's not true! That can't be true! You're trying to test my faith in the god of salt!
As I said before, I only state the facts.
Preposterous! You are a follower of Morax! Don't try to trick me!
If only you knew.
Hey! Come back!
Indeed. Otherwise, why would I use the truth as punishment? I did not want to tell her such cruel facts. But the contract was broken. Let's follow her deeper into the ruin. There, I fear,
And
we
I
will
like
find something that will leave her
I like
no
the way they
choice
used in the
but
Storm
to face the
Storm
truth.
Terra's Layers music in the background here. Oh, it's so good.
Are these statue thingies running? What will we find ahead?
Salt and betrayal.
What are all these? What did they see? What did they do? What happened?
Since you do not trust me, let us continue onward.
Let us continue.
That which lies beyond this door will show you all that happened back then.
Well, I guess I need to talk to them.
This is the scene of the crime. Havria's body dissipated, leaving nothing but these traces of salt. Her dying moments have since been frozen in time to this very day. The story continues that some among her people realized at last that this gentle, kind but weak god could never protect anyone in wartime. The Archon War was cruel in the extreme. Instead of consigning her to the agony of defeat, they thought perhaps it would be better to give her a quick release.
But what about these statue thingies?
No matter how weak the god, the power that flows forth when they are slain is beyond the strength of mortal coils to bear. Those who could not flee were thus transformed. Those of her people who were untouched by this disaster left for Liyue, where they sought refuge with Rex Lapis. Their descendants feared Havria's remnants and lived in terror that she had laid upon them an eternal curse. So they risked their lives to come here, to break the sword and offer up obeisances in hopes that her anger might be appeased. But they need not have done so. For how could a god who had never once resisted, even till the end, nurse hatred for her people in her heart?
Even if this is so, I can't. This must be a lie. A false history, all of it. Don't you dare try to shake my faith.
Yikes. Zhongli didn't show any mercy this time either.
This is the price she must pay. Yet I would not call it a bad thing. Judging by how she appeared, I fear that she will struggle for a time. But even if she may not escape that struggle immediately, simply recognizing the truth is good enough for now. Indeed, in ages past, Havria's story served as a warning to me as well. Faith in a god who has already passed will do you no good. So it is for Havria. And so it is for Morax also. All right then. Now, would you like to accompany me in taking a trip to Guyonstone Forest?
Huh? What do you want to do, Zhongli?
Treading old ground. Telling old stories. One cannot help but be reminded of old acquaintances.
Leave the main. I don't remember if there was any better way to get up here. But I just got a sword, so.
Speed of light. Hey! Access denied. Glaze over.
Nowhere to hide. I must leave no stone unturned, as a good knight should.
Don't blink. Hey! Born of ice and frost.
That's everything. On to the next.
Why does it be at the top?
Now, I mentioned before that many gods of old have been sealed beneath the Guyan stone forest. The Adepti have presently handed Liyue over to mortals, and Havria's time was even further in the past. The Salt Chalice and Salt Ruler that she left behind should not return to Liyue. To leave them here is to let them slumber. And it is also a homecoming. I ended an era with my own two hands. I've always wondered how I should remember that which I ended. History records, but history may be changed. This incident proved that. Time is a mighty force, and history's twist in its flow. I need to find a better way of recording history in order to engrave its truth. Stone carvings were one such ancient method, but unchanging stone, immovable earth, even one such as myself. Someday we may all disappear.
Zhongli.
Therefore, I thought of you, traveler. You are one who crosses the celestial atlas, and who passes through countless worlds. If our history is engraved in your memory, it will one day accompany you into another world. As long as a traveler like you is able to record what happened, then a backup of sorts will exist for times and tides of Teyvat.
Sounds like tough work.
Now then, it is time that we consigned both the Salt Chalice and Salt Ruler to the sea.
Huh? Why do we need to throw them into the sea?
As I said before, this is the place to which the remnants of many bygone gods are consigned. This includes Osial, Overlord of the Vortex, who the Jade Chamber most recently returned to this ocean prison. Thousands of years ago, the Adepti and I fought against the turmoil that plagued every corner of this land. Guyan Stone Forest, where I sealed many gods with my spears. After so long, naught but folk tales remain. Osial, you and I were foes, but our ancient grudge is but a bygone memory now. May that which Havria has left behind be yours to subsume. And thus another spark of divinity departs from Liyue. My legacy shall now be left to those who come after to debate.
Oh, Mora's story is really good. I would say, I guess the Archon's quests generally are just gonna be good, because Ventus was also pretty good. And I actually think I like them equally, I just think I like them for different reasons. But that's pretty, that's good. I enjoyed that. Well, going to Fontaine because I'm gonna have to do my dailies when I get back home. Alright guys, I'm gonna have to head off now. Get ready to work. Nickel, Kim, appreciate you for hanging out, keeping me company. I'll probably be back tomorrow, probably a little bit earlier, stream a little bit longer, doing some more stuff. So take care, have a good day, and I'll